Welcome to another video. Today's topic is multiplying and dividing fractions. How do you multiply fractions? So let's give you an example. Half times 6 over 7. How do you do this? So it's quite simple. You times the numerators by the numerators and the denominators by the denominators. So 1 times 6 equals 6, and 2 times 7 equals 14. And you can also simplify the answer at the end, so 3 over 7, by dividing both by 2. So 3 over 2 times 4 over 3. You multiply the numerators by the numerators and the denominators by the denominators. So 3 times 4, which is 12, and 2 times 3, which is 6. And again, you can simplify. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. 4 over 5 times 2 over 9. So to find the answer, you multiply 4 by 2, which is 8, and then 5 times 9, which is 45. You cannot simplify this fraction, so that will be your answer. On to division. 2 over 3 divided by 2 over 7. How do you go about doing this? So in order to do this, you flip one of the fractions. So let's say I want to flip 2 over 7. So then it becomes 2 over 3 and 7 over 2. I got the reciprocal of this fraction. So this fraction was flipped. And the reason why I flipped it is because when I flip the fraction, the division sign becomes a times sign. And then you can complete the multiplication. So 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 2 is 6. Simplify by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 2, which is 7 over 3. That's your answer. Another example. 3 over 7 divided by 1 over 8. Flip either 3 over 7 or 1 over 8 so that the sign can change to a multiplication sign. So 3 over 7 times 8 over 1. And that would give you 3 times 8, which is 24, 7 times 1, which is 7. 5 over 6 divided by 12. Now, this is a tricky one. How would you go about doing this? 12, in other words, 12 over 1, can be flipped. So 12 becomes 5 over 6 divided by 12 over 1. The 12 and 12 over 1 is the same thing, okay? If you want to flip the 12, you get the reciprocal and it becomes a times. So 5 over 6 times 1 over 12. See how we changed from 12 to 1 over 12? And then you finish off. 5 times 1 is 5 and 6 times 12 is 72. So pause the video and try to do this on your own. 7 over 11 times half. You multiply the numerators. So 7 times 1. 7 times 1, and then 11 over 2. You multiply the denominators, which will give you 7 over 22. You cannot simplify, so you leave it like that. Now on to the second question. 9 times 9 is 81, and 3 times 3 is 9. Now, you can simplify this fraction even further, since both the numerator and the denominator is divisible by 9. So if you divide both the top and bottom by 9, it becomes 9 over 1, which is 9. So your answer is 9. 41 over 8 times 2 over 10. So I'll show you a trick. As you can see, the denominator of 41 over 8 is divisible by 2. And so is the numerator of the other fraction. So what you can do is you can simplify by dividing both by 2. So 2 then becomes 1 and 8 becomes 4. And then you continue with the multiplication as usual. So 41 times 1 over 4 times 10, which will give you 41 over 40. Now on to division. So pause the video and try work these out on your own. Okay, so 3 over 2 divided by 18 over 7. Flip one of the fractions, so I'm deciding to flip 3 over 2. Then the sign changes to a times, and then you keep the other fraction the way it is, and then you complete. So 2 times 18 is 36 over 21. You can simplify this further, and you can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. So 36 divided by 3 is 12, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. 2 over 11 divided by 1 over 38. Flip one of the fractions. So I'm choosing to flip the first one, then it becomes a times 1 over 38, which equals to 11 times 1, 2 times 38, which is 76. So the answer is 11 over 76. Next question. 4 over 40 divided by 7 over 7. So straight away, you can see that you can simplify both signs easily. 40 over 4 can be simplified to 10. And then you can simplify this fraction. The numerator and denominator is the same. So the answer would, this would be 1. Okay, if you have a fraction where the numerator and denominator is the same, is always 1. Okay, so then the answer becomes 10 divided by 1, which is 10. So without doing any multiplication, you simplify the fractions first if you can, and then you solve easily. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.